Alright, welcome, Eric Flight viewers. Just make sure everything's okay here. Looking at the streaming computer. And looks like we're pretty good to go. So anyways, we're going to be practicing for some real-world flying, hopefully tomorrow. In the Piper Warrior, right now it's looking pretty good. If we look at the weather center here for the area, this is usually what I go to with the taps and everything. Plymouth is currently no wind, 10 square miles clear. It's wicked cold out though. But we're not going till like noon tomorrow, so that's why I can do this flight later at night and still make it there. Boston, TAF. This would be like 12 o'clock right when we're going to depart. It's 2:40 at 12, broken at 25,000. They were saying there was going to be clouds on the Weather Channel, but we didn't know how high they were going to be, so that's awesome. Scattered 25,000 here at approximately 7 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. So not bad there at all. Providence, there's only one, and it's 220 at 7 knots, broken 25. So it looks like we're going to be doing some flying tomorrow. Where we're going, I don't know, but I'm going to stream flight to Fitchburg. I haven't been to Fitchburg yet, and I've flown around it many times. So thanks, man. Thanks, Tim Reynolds. That's awesome of you. Thank you. I am doing well. I'm doing a lot better now, actually. Just had to get through Christmas. That was it. And then it's only because first Christmas without my brother, so it was kind of hard, but we got through it. And now we're all about just simming, flying, and spending time with family. My family's the only one that got me through it, to be honest with you. But it's tough. You know, I got through Christmas. That was going to be the toughest holiday. So, but we're good. We survived. So anyways, we're going to fly to Fitchburg. I'm going to fly to Fitchburg. Let me show you this. Via 1 Bravo 9er, which is my typical let's get around the class Bravo of Boston. So I'm going to fly over Mansfield, do a landing at Fitchburg, and then we're going to try doing Spencer as well, which is under the class Delta here. So we'll have to get some clearance to go into the Delta to get in there. And then finally, we're just going to fly back to Plymouth, unless I decide otherwise en route. 2 landings. Fitchburg is going to be pretty standard. It's a 5,000 foot long runway. But Spencer is going to be a little bit more difficult. It's a 1,900 foot runway. So there we go with that. And without further ado, let's get this thing going here. Spent a lot of my hours earlier today installing a lot of Canadian scenery, freeware. And then I've been keeping up with everything else. So whatever scenery is there is there. DigiDriver, a friend of mine, will do a shout out to DigiDrivers, still working on scenery from my real world home base, which is this, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Oops. Come on, don't slow down. Stop doing that. Okay, good. I don't know why it does that. I think it's because of the Google Maps editor, which now, scenery, which now costs money if you want to do the pro subscription. However, you can still get some Google Maps scenery for free, but seeing that I donated $5 before, I got it for a year for $5, which isn't bad at all. So let me turn all these lights off, too. That might help. And also all this stuff. It saved the state from last time, so let me just do that. Alright, with that, let me just double check. This is off. It is. Alright, and we're going to be flying the Warrior tomorrow. 6-1 Bravo out of Alpha 1 in Plymouth. But for now, let's take 120 Echo Foxtrot, my own little baby right here on the sim. Still a Piper Warrior, just an Eric Flight livery. And it'd be wonderful to just load the stupid scenery so it wouldn't stutter like that. So, but anyways, let's get a little checklist up here. I still had the Vision Jet because I was flying that earlier. And also show this to you. Actually, let me turn this on for you. Might help, huh? There we go. And there's the Warrior checklist. This is the real one I use in the real world as well. And everything seems to be working, so we're good. Alright, we're going to pretend we did the pre-flight. Real world weather, but not real world time. It's about the time I'd be leaving tomorrow, around 12:30ish, probably more like 12:50, because I'm going to try to put some cameras in there. I think I'm going to start recording again on these flights. So seat track back and locked, seat track back and lock is on, is good. Avionics off. I can't talk anymore. Autopilot off. It is, it's over here. Carb heat is off. That'd be over here. Wait, don't do that. Yeah, it's off. Okay. Throttle slight. Brakes are set. Not calling clear pop till we're already there. Alright, there you go. And ground. Beacon on. That's this anti-collision light. Fuel pump on. My switch should be working for that. Now my switches are working. Wasn't working before. Mixture full rich. Should see the fuel pump pressure go up. I mean, prime as required. We'll do 2 shots. 1, 2. Mags to start. Clear prop. Here we go. Clear prop. There we go. Nick, what's going on? And Tim, thank you for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. They expect a lot of support this late in the East Coast, but we're doing it. Oil pressure is in the green, and we're full tanks. Fuel pump off. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to fly tomorrow with a friend, so let's see what happens late as required. So we're going to leave land light off. Put the nav lights on at this time. Okay, seatbelts and harnesses, heat. Yeah, we're going to need that. It's cold. It's freezing up here, and it's already on, so that's by my last save state. Oh, really? What's going on with that, Nick? Avionics on. We got my 530 loaded. Looks a little weird on my real sim gear. Let me try fixing this thing. It's got these little lines in it. What's up with that? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Gotta resize the window just right to go on the real sim gear GNS 530. Looks good. Nav 1 we want to keep off. ATIS. COM 2 135.625. I haven't flown for real in about, a little over 2 months. So, oh, that sucks, man. Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 9,600 feet, few clouds at 13,400 feet.
All right. It's kind of looking like real life, so that's good.
10C, altimeter 3028.
3028. It's there, actually. B. All right, going to guard, and you know what that means. You did? How was it up there tonight? It looks like it's pretty nice, actually.
You're on guard with KGRD.
You know it. Altimeter, transponder, alt, and squawk. We are. It's 1200. ADS-B's on. We'll pretend it's with the nav. Radio test. We're connected to VAT Sim. So, no one's on, though. Boston Center was on, but now they're not. Got DC, Montreal, and Toronto. So what we'll do is go to VATS and Unicom and just call out and see if anyone's out there. Yeah, it should have been smooth. It's always smooth. Winter nights and clear skies, yeah. And that's always awesome for night flying, too. To have those clear skies and not have to worry. VATS and Unicom, November 120 Echo Foxtrot. Radio check, please. Transmitting, at least. Alright, taxi lights required. Brakes will test on the way out. Check all that stuff. And we're going to go for runway 6, which is the comm runway here at Plymouth. So, clear on the left, clear on the right. Oh, you know I forgot to load? Got to load FSLTL traffic. So that's going to put some traffic in there. Alright, we'll turn the tablet off. I'm going to go runway 6 and do the testing down there of the run-up. We should also remind me to set the 5:30 to our flight. Kind of want to do that. The 61 Bravo I'm going to fly tomorrow has a 4:30 in it, so I might do the same just to get used to it still. When I get back to my instrument lessons when my teacher's feeling better. Again, that's not a kind of just saving up money, but I haven't flown in over 2 months for real. So I want to get up there during my vacation, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. Then I have another flight planned for Monday, but really? You just gotta get up there and get used to it more, you know, and something that you can handle. You know what I'm saying? It does take practice from what I remember, because like if I don't fly for a while, my crosswind landings aren't perfect either. So, but put yourself in a couple of them, even on purpose, if it's not as busy at an airport. Go to it, you know. You know what to do. It's just a matter of getting it down again. That's all. It's called being rusty. It happens. Okay, turn into the wind here. This thing has a really quick turn radius compared to the actual Warrior. But we'll just go with it. Alright, we're in the wind. We're doing the run up now. So here we go. Brakes are set. Fuel to the proper tank. I'm going to keep it on the left. I think I'm on the left. Yes, I am. Okay. Trim set for takeoff. We gotta look in the middle here. I'm gonna touch my trim wheel. Choice messes up, and it's also got to be reversed and SPAD because it's not working right. See, that's why I'm glad we're checking it. So let me. That's because I touched it the other day. I have to invert the axis on this for some reason. All right, let me just save this. All right, now let's try it. Yeah, it's going the right way now. All right, we're in the middle. Stop doing that thing. I don't know why Microsoft Flight Simulator does that. Okay, how am I? I'm not in the middle yet. There we go. Yeah, we look a lot better now. Okay, now let me get back to chat. Now let's see if I haven't looked at it. Yeah, don't do that. No, 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 no. Wing into the wind and opposite rudder to keep the nose centered. Oh, yeah. But again, it depends on how much crosswind you're talking about, you know? Yeah, you don't want to skid. Alright, where was I? Flight controls. Free and correct. Annunciator lights. Tomorrow's going to be a nice day to fly, too. The winds aren't that bad from what I'm seeing, so... Instruments, turn coordinators in the middle. No flag. Heading coordinator should be about 7.5. We're right about there. Good. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspace looks good. We know it's 150 MSL. Mixture best power. Primer's in and locked. We test that. We're going to 2,000. There we go. I always find it hard to see the RPM gauge here in real life. Alright, we're doing good. Max test, right? Back to both. Left. Back to both. Carpet on. Hey, that actually went down somewhat with the carpet. It never does, but now it does. Cool. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging. They should be charging slightly, but they're not. That's interesting. Usually that's charging. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, oil temperature is in the green. We're going to idle. Melvin Leroy, what's up? 10 knot crosswind. You'll get there. I mean, I don't know if I'd go that much if I'm just testing, but you know, my max is about 10. Carb heat off. We're still good. Back to 1,000. And the briefing before we do everything else, including the... Well, actually, let me do the 530 right now. And we'll just set it for Fitchburg at this point. But I'm going to... Actually, no. I'm going to go to 1 Bravo 9er. Wasn't thinking. Just testing for tomorrow's flight in the Warrior. Just get familiar with things again. It's been a little over 2 months since I've flown for real, so it's nothing wrong with getting procedures down. You know what I'm saying? But Melvin Leroy, welcome to the broadcast. And I can see that my Streamlabs chatbot is not working again. So therefore, I will just do my welcomes the manual way. So Melvin Leroy, here we go. Welcome to the broadcast.
Down in the canyon, cottonwood whispers song of Wyoming for me.
And I'll give you a shout out in a second. Let me get Nick Resla. Welcome to the broadcast. Let me just find your sound. The Streamlabs chatbot. I gotta get rid of this thing. And a shout out for each of you. So check out Nick Resla on Twitch. Oh, where was I? Alright, I'm at 1,000. I'm gonna do the briefing once I get that. Once I get that in, we're good with that. Alright, and also check out Melvin Leroy. Both wonderful pilots and Virtual USA Flying Club members. We're still at 1,000, right? Okay, we're good enough. Alright, briefing. If this problem, takeoff roll, mechanical commercial, otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort takeoff, land directly on the runway. If we are under 850 feet, this problem, mechanical commercial, otherwise, we'll land directly after no more than 30 degree turns. Best glide speed, this is going to be 73 tomorrow, because I'm going to be near the gross weight here. I'm about 20 pounds off for tomorrow. And if we're above 850 feet, this problem, mechanical commercial, otherwise, We're gonna turn to the right because the winds are supposed to be calm. I didn't see anything in the windsock, but I should have probably looked. Turn right and turn and land on the downwind on the base. The grass, the runway. Taxiway with airs relative west. Best glide speed in this is 73. Rotate 55. Climb at 79. With that, we're gonna make sure everything's good. We gotta have the fuel pump on, landing light on. Everything else is good. Strobes are already on with the anti-collision lights. And we're good. So we're going to head to fly over 1 Bravo 9er and then switch to Kilo Foxtrot India Tango. Wow, I can't talk anymore. And take off that. And here we go. And I'm on VATS and Unicom because there is no controllers available. We're going to stay in 2,900 feet. We're going to keep it low today. And we might do that tomorrow. I think I want to land at Fitchburg, but either way, we might as well test it. So no one on downwind, no one on base, no one on final. And I'd also check that way for crosswind, but we're good. And we're going to call it. Plymouth traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 6. Departure to the northwest, Plymouth. If any of you want to join me, I'm on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. It is kind of late on the East Coast, but we're going to do this, get some practice in before I go flying tomorrow. With a friend. My friend who still hasn't got his private pilot license, but we're hoping. Okay, we're in the middle. Heading core near is good. Everything's good. Here we go. On the floor. Full throttle. Yeah, how'd that go? That must have been really different. My friend's going to have to do that tomorrow if he wants to land, but I have to see how he's doing because I don't know the last time he flew was. And rotate. Forgot how stiff the Warrior is. I'm going to trim up here. Yeah, just getting used to that sight profile, I would think. Not that I'll ever go on the right for a while because when I have to be piloting command when I rent the airplane, which means I have to always be on the left because that's where I always fly from. It happens. 79, keep on 60. Let's go. Alright, looking pretty good. Got a little bumpiness up here. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, clear on the left. Let's do a left 45 out of here. Whoa. Get a little resistance here. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Well, good. Glad. Just getting used to it then. Climbing to 2,900. No one's over there. We're clear on the right. Here on the right. Let's trim down just a little bit. And we're going to take a turn to our left. Clear. No one is on the radio. And let's start heading to 300-ish. For 1 Bravo 9er. Trimming down a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're going to overfly Mansfield. I usually stop there for a lunch, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. It's going to be like 1 o'clock by the time we get there, though. And that place closes around 2, so we'll have to see. Okay, trimming down. I'm going to kick this back to about 2,400-ish. Trimming down. The reason why I pick 1 Bravo 9, I think keeps us...
Traffic, Silverhawk 818 Northside Station Jet will be direct AB, will approach 6 for runway 27. And looks like we have traffic right under us on our ECAS, so if you want to vector and land behind you, we can do that.
Alright, looking pretty good. Just have to trim down to 2,900. Let's go.
I'm on the Robux 3 approach right now. I'm just going to...
Sounds like they're going to Boston.
I'm going Cradle, Gleb, Ethan, so you should be good. All right, roger that. What altitude are you at by chance?
I am at 11,000 right now.
All right.
All right, roger. We're at 13. We're gonna have to start our descent soon, so we might actually. Never mind. You're backing off from our course. We should be
Trimming
good
out
there.
here. Boston would be that way, by the way. And in real life, you could probably see the
Alright,
buildings.
I'm going to be descending
Just to
to
be honest with you.
8,000, so we should be good.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Come on, trim. Here's what we're dealing with here. There is a moderate turbulence, according to Sky Vector, in the area right now. So it's a little bumpy. You can understand, but Plymouth is back there. Boston that way. And we're going to follow 495 eventually, this highway. That's Route 44. See the cranberry bogs still. Trim up slightly. And I'm looking for 495 eventually. That's Cranland out there, I think. Should be right north of here. Haven't landed there in real life, but that's like the short takeoff and landing field to practice on. The conditions are right. The problem I had was I couldn't do that because it was always summer and we were in the 152 near maximum weight. And my instructor, we just lost our electronics. Yeah. Come on now. What just happened? It's because the altimeter's not working. Poopies. What's draining my battery? I have no clue. Alright, well I just recharged the battery. I don't know why that was drained, but it was. It looks like I'm going to have to keep flicking this until it comes back on. We're okay still. We're okay. Trim down. It's funny because when I flew last time for real, I lost the 430 like that. It just kind of went off, but everything else was working. So I just switched to COM 2 and used that. Trim down. Let's go. Oh, it still saved it. How cool is that? Now it should be charging. No, it's not charging still. Why is it not charging? Very interesting. I have no reason, no clue why that's not charging. Do not know. And the battery voltages are dropping rapidly, so I have no clue. Does anyone have any clue why this thing's not working? Why it's not charging? Very interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know why it's not charging the battery. The alternator's on. Is that why? I have no clue. That should be bumped up here, you know? Well, let's keep an eye on it. Alright, talking about keeping an eye on it, let's make sure we don't go into the Bravo here. Let's go a little bit more over here. And if this dies again, I'm going to have to think of something here. See, it's still dropping, so we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, there we go. I knew it was a circuit breaker. Alright, we're good now. Jesus. We found the issue, Houston. Well, it's good to know that that's emulated correctly. Alright. Now, let's look for this highway. That's supposed to be kind of near, there's the airport, I believe, right there. So we'll just point to it right there. But where's 495? It's right off the highway. That's indeed Mansfield. Where's the highway? It's doing this loading thing.
Traffic, Silverhawk 818 Riverside taking jet. Coming out of 9,000 for 10 miles southwest of AUB will be entering the ILS runway 27 spot.
Reset this to this. Okay. Yeah, I've done that before. I did that when I went to North Central, Kilo Sierra Foxtrot, Zulu. Because it was the Class Charlie for Providence, and I didn't bother getting flight following. And I was landing on runway, I think it was 30, the one that points north. So I was like right near Class Charlie. So I've been there myself. I had a heart attack then too. So that's a normal reaction. I think I was at like 1,100, and the floor on the Class Charlie was 1,700. So I don't know why, but yeah, I've been there. Next time I'm just going to have two-way communication with them. Make it easy on myself so there is no heart attack. Alright, this is the highway over here. So now I see it. And here's Mansfield right there. But here, oh, it's buried in the trees a little bit. Right there. I think. It says Route 24 with 495. Which I think that's here. Because that's 24. Literally, you could follow 495 to Worcester if you wanted to, but maybe that's not Mansfield. It kind of looked like Mansfield. No, it's not Mansfield, because I'm an idiot. It's out here. That's 495. That's Mansfield. And I was thinking this was what we called Great Woods back in the day, but that's actually over here, so that could be deceiving as well. This is the big concert center of Massachusetts and southern New England. So, yeah, busting the Bravo is a giant mistake. Because even when you fly around here, they're always on you about, oh, and make sure you maintain, clearance from the Bravo. You can see I'm kind of close to this blue line over here. So, but I also have the electronic flight bag going on too, which is another backup for me. So let me get that up here so you can give you an idea. So I'll have this going on. Even with a 530 to have some backup. Yep. Alright. We're good now. Trim up. I find the trim to be a little annoying in the simulator compared to real life. Like real life you have to be a little finicky, but not as finicky as the sim makes it out to be. Google Maps imagery. This is the Pro version now of the map enhancement. So you have to pay for a yearly license or a monthly license if you want to use the Pro Google Map imagery. But if you just want the normal, then you don't have to pay. So he's pretty nice about that. But I donated $5 before, so he gave me the year for free. So that's a pretty good deal. Can't complain about that. Now that I see it, one Bravo 9ers out there, I'm going to turn to the right a little bit. Alright. It doesn't seem like anyone's on VATSIM, so keep an eye on that. Trim up. Keep going down, even though I'm trimming up. Take the tablet off so you can see things. Alright. See, I got visual. Get Fitchburg ready. We're going to do a full stop landing. Maybe a full stop and taxi back at Fitchburg, but we'll see. Let's get that ready to go while we're gonna overfly Mansfield. Hangar. Do you ever go to the Hangar restaurant over here? It's like Hangar B or something. Hangar 8. It's a pretty good restaurant. It has some weird hours because it's closed by like 2, but you should go there, Nick, sometime if you want some good lunch. I took my last flight there when I went to Laconia. We stopped here first. Hangar. That Hangar restaurant, I think it's Hangar 8 or something. They have some good breakfast and lunch options here. If you're ever in the area to land there, there's no landing fee or anything. So at Mansfield, see if we can see Tweeter Center. Which I like to call it Great Woods because that's what it was called back in the day. But it's right there. So that's where the big acts, like Aerosmith and all the rock acts and stuff, they all come here. And so I think that's it. Looking for the parking lot. It just seems like there's lots of trees. Maybe that's not it, because I can't spot anything from crap tonight. That seems to be the parking lots. That's not it. Okay. So, it's gotta be this thing over here then. That's the big performance center of Southern New England. That's the parking lots. You can tell how big it is. Here's Mansfield right here. Typically, you land and you park over here and you go to the restaurant. It's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Not much trim down because this trim doesn't stay where it is. You also have to watch out for the stadium north of here. You can see that over there. It's where the New England Patriots play and the New England Revolution, the MLS team. But you don't want to overfly that during game days. It's usually a temporary flight restriction. I'm going to take it like it's not, though. And I can see that I have some turbulence here because I keep bumping up and down. This is why I'm trimming up and down constantly. All right, let's head to Fitchburg. That should be about 336. Connect my right, clear, make a small turn. And we'll set this for 336. Right, that's that 495 highway I was talking about right there. So it's a good way to spot. If you follow that, you can go all the way to Worcester, Mass, which is where we might go if we are going to Spencer. But I went to Gillette Stadium with the kids and the wife here. It's 1 Bravo 9er. It's Mansfield.
Boston traffic, Silver Hawk 818, citation, jet, 7 mile final, ILS 274.
That one right there. Gotta get there before 2 p.m. though, because then they close. It's a nice transition airport for flying elsewhere from Plymouth. There's Gillette Stadium, the Patriots. We're gonna pretend there's no TFR there.
Boston traffic, Silver Hawk 818, citation jet, on a 5 mile final, ILS 7, full stop off of it.
So I'll do one more check of the weather tomorrow morning, but again, it's looking really good on the TAF.
Boston traffic, Air Canada 78 is on a 5 mile final for runway.
We're gonna fly right over Gillette Stadium, 2,900 feet. I think the flight restriction is usually 3,000 in their games.
Boston traffic, Silver Hawk 818, citation jet, 3.5 mile final, ILS 27, full stop, and
Now in
should
real
be out
life,
of the way here.
I would probably deviate to the left and not overfly it just in case. Because you never know, like you can double check, but it's just good courtesy to not fly over a stadium unless you really need to. So I think, personally. I freaked out on the way to Laconia because they had the speedway up there in New Hampshire, and I was like, oh my god, it says a red circle on my tablet. So then I had to talk to, I think it was Boston Center at that time. They're like, oh no, it's not active. I look like an idiot, but better an idiot than someone who gets in trouble, right? There you go, Gillette Stadium in all its glory.
Lots of traffic over Hawk
The
8.
sucking Patriots this year.
1.5 mile final.
We're so used to having victory after victory. This year's been quite a sobering experience. Here are the training fields. And then they don't have this yet, but the New England Revolution have a field. They got a training place over here as well. And I believe that this is their main training field, so. Boston would be out there in the distance. You can kind of see it. So that's kind of cool. Okay, we're also on the edge of the Bravo, hence why I'd also go to the left. Yeah, Pats suck. I'm not a big football fan, but I'll watch a game from time to time. I'm skimming that Bravo right now, but you know what the good news is? I'm at 2,900, so I'm actually underneath the Bravo, because it's like 3,000 out here. So I'd still be good. I'd probably be giving people in Boston a little nerve, a couple of nervous, they'd be getting a little nervous of me being this close, but Gillette Stadium, everybody, with the Patriots. They also have a shopping mall here, and for the last time for the holidays, in this they had a drive-through Christmas lights display over here, so my wife and I took the kids there this year. It was pretty cool. It's the last time they're doing that, so. I've stepped on that field about once or twice in my life doing band. So.
Boston traffic over Hawk 8 HP. Citation is clear.
To the left a little bit more. Right on the edge of the Bravo. Some clouds out there in the distance as well. Fitchburg is currently saying on SkyVector. Winds 310 at 4 knots, 10 square miles, and clear. So. And according to my electronic flight bag, we'll be there in about 22 minutes. I got spelled on that Vision jet. I was so used to traveling at like 250 knots. They are awesome, yeah, and they're very accommodating. Again, I've flown over Boston twice on the way back from New Hampshire. I think it's both times. I'm trying to think. The last time when I camped over the summer, up in Parlin Field, where you went right after I got out of there, I went right over Boston. It was pretty cool. Says that 3-2 Mike's underneath me. But at the same time, this is a closed airfield on the sectional, so yeah. Don't know what's up with that. I don't even see an airport view. Oh, there it is. That is,
Boston traffic over Hawk 8 HP, clear of all runway taxis,
that's not, whatchamacallit, Marlboro. Marlboro's up ahead. That's also closed, but I don't know what 3-2 Mike is all about, but it's right there, I believe. Alright, now that we're somewhat out of the Bravo, it's this blue line right here. We can kind of go a little bit more in Fitchburg, but you know, now you know why I'd go more to the left of Gillette to stay out of that. Oh, don't even start with the Red Sox. They can't make any good deals and they lose all their best players. Like, I don't know how that happens. Maybe the ticket prices will go down there, right? Yeah, right. Anywho. I haven't been to Fenway in a couple of years, so it might be nice to go back. Did go to Gillette Stadium for a Revolution game in July, though. For I think it's July 3rd, because they had like fireworks, so we took the whole family, saw the fireworks there. It was pretty nice. All right, staying out of that Bravo. And we are right outside Milford, which is near the highway over there. Worcester would be that way. And we're just skimming the Bravo here. Yeah, it says that that's a closed airfield now on the section, so I don't know what 32 Mike was, but... Let me see if I can find what 32 Mike was. Norfolk Airport. And... Just the airports in Mass. Norfolk, Meenan Memorial Airport was an airfield. And so it's not there. Those are the abandoned little known airfields. But we just passed Norfolk there and it says it can't find it. Okay. That's cool. Taking this error thing here. Doesn't like the certificate on this thing. Oh, did they take that thing down? I guess they did. Maybe they moved servers. But anyways, that was Norfolk that was closed. 32 Mike's, that's not an airport anymore. Getting a little bit of turbulence here. Yeah, you know, being the owner helps, but I think they need a new GM. She's just sucked. Big time. Alright. I think we're going to be pretty much clear of the Bravo here. If this turbulence would stop me going up and down in the trim, it'd be nice. Alright, gotta fix the camera a little bit. It shifted. Be more in the middle there. Yeah, you know. It's a hard job. Everyone's gonna point at you when you make a mistake, but he's made a lot of mistakes. That's the issue. I think that's Marlboro over there. That's some flightsim.to scenery there. It is very clear out here tonight. There's Boston. Right over there. I took a picture of it. There we go. I have to remap that button to something else because it's the same thing as taking off the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, it's the oldest GA airport in Mass, I think. But the man who owned it died, and the wife didn't want to keep it going, I guess. Of course, land developers will take advantage of an airport any day, so. But we will be flying right near there. It's on the sectional still as a private unknown field, which is actually right in front of us. It was a weird one to get into, too. And also they said that Barack Obama, when he landed his plane here from Boston, he landed here and that they ruined the whole thing and that money they would give didn't pay for the repairs. But that would be it right here, I believe. Could be mistaken on that. But it looks like it right there. So we're going to overfly that. And developers did buy it out, so they're ripping it up right now as we speak. In fact, with the Google Maps imagery, it looks like it's actually showing everything ripped up. And that they're building houses on it now. Look at that. What the heck's up with that crap? Was it? No? Yeah, it was still open. We both got our private. Just looks like they built right over it. Now there's nothing left. Because the runway used to go that way, I believe. Right down that road. Could be wrong about that, but I'm looking. Pretty sure that's it. Another airport gone, that's for sure. way too high because these winds keep bumping me up and down. I don't know. On my tablet it says rover flying it now, so I could have been wrong on that actually. No, this might be it. No, that's not it. That's a dam. I think that was it, to be honest with you. My tablet's a little delayed because it's saying it's off to my left over here. Now it's loading scenery. Hopefully not doing anything else. There you go. Hate those little stutters, but I have a lot of scenery, so I understand why. Actually, could be somewhere around there. I might have been wrong. We also have Minuteman Airfield as well. 1 Mass 5, I think it was it, so maybe we're not there yet, actually. It's kind of weird because it's off like a main road. That's not it. So that must have been it, what I was looking at. Well, it's gone, wherever it is. Great Barrington, I haven't been out there yet either. But that one, yeah, they're trying to close down now too. Are they definitely closing it? Because they were fighting for it last thing I knew. Alright, let's get some weather ready for Fitchburg, 135.17. So we're just about there.
Kilo Foxtrot India Tango, automated weather observation 18000 Zulu. Wind calm.
Oh, great.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 9,600 feet, few clouds at 13,400 feet.
Yep.
Temperature -6 C, dew point 10 C, altimeter 3029er.
Alright. Check the
Kilo
DG.
Foxtrot India Tango, automated
Did that. I think we're going to do runway 32.
Wind calm.
Because winds are calm.
10.
Let me see if there's anything special on the Fitchburg. So, Fitchburg Airport. See if there's anything on the Fitchburg Mass Airport website here. Pilot information. Flight planning. Okay, let's start descending. We're gonna get down to 1,400 feet here, so kick back to 2,100-ish. Do about 500 feet per minute. I think it's 3.2 also. It's 5,000 feet, 100 feet wide, so that's not too shabby. It's also that restricted airspace over one of the, I think it's Fort something or another over here. I also want to go to Minuteman Airfield, so that might be a nice place to go tomorrow. But I don't know if they charge you with a landing fee if you don't buy fuel. So it's not much of it. It's not a long flight or anything. So flight planning doesn't say anything. Tie down weather. No, it's not saying anything. Probably gonna enter a left base to runway 32 when we get there. I always looking for the Quabbin Reservoir when I'm up here, though, which is out that way. In fact, should be right out there actually. So you can't really see its elevation, but it's out there. And then they had to fill that thing in with water. So, yeah, maybe we should plan something where we both fly to Minuteman. How's that? Maybe I'll wait till the summer, because I was thinking about Fitchburg, but so I was thinking Fitchburg for tomorrow because I was going to do this flight early and it's close enough where I'm not paying lots of money because I'm trying to save some money up still. Not that I don't have money, but I have probably about $1,300 in the flight funds now, recovering from my brother's shipping his stuff back. So it is a short flight though, but we don't. Maybe we should meet up there and have lunch there or something. That'd be kind of cool. So We'll see. My next vacation is gonna be in February, but I'm flying on Monday. I don't know. You're back at Mass right now, right? You're probably not going back. So I don't know. Maybe Monday if we can make it happen. So I think I'm gonna skip flying on Friday, spend time with family. You are? Yeah. Cool. Are you flying tomorrow for real? Were you planning on flying? Okay, I'm gonna stay out of this restricted airspace, which is up ahead. You can see that we're heading towards Sterling. Did you go to Sterling, by the way? No, because I'm flying 12. I got the plane from 12 to 6, but I kind of have to be back by 5 because I'm not rated for taking passengers and landing at night. And that ran out on December. Actually, might run out tomorrow. I have to check that, but yeah. 12 to 6. I'll let you know what the plan is. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, check the weather and all that stuff, and plan from there. But I have my friend and his son coming with me. But no, you did go though that time, right? Yeah, just turn the volume off. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna try Spencer tonight because I thought that'd be kind of a challenging thing to do on the way back to Plymouth. So, just gonna try to hit some airports I haven't landed at in real life tomorrow. I think that's the plan. So, I gotta keep this thing going down 1,400 feet or so. I never did turn off the fuel pump, but we'll be turning it back on pretty soon. Oh, I do that a lot in Piper Warrior. Not that it makes a big difference, but Monday I have the plane I think from 10 to 6, but I probably won't stay out that late. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got rented like all day, but we could do something on Monday, maybe. That's like my last day of vacation, so. I think it was 10 to 6. Let me double check that. Yeah, no, 10 to 8 p.m. But I don't want to be out that late. I just do it so I have extra time because I want a big flight. So. But, yeah, we could meet up there or maybe check out and see if Mansfield, if that hangar's up there. Till 11 a.m., you mean? No. That sucks. we never get things to work out, do we? It's all right. We'll do it eventually. My wife's going to the dentist tomorrow morning, so I had to book later. All right. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot, 10 miles to the southeast, and we're going to be entering a left base runway 32, Fitchburg. We will meet up eventually. Definitely this summer. This past summer was terrible. It was all good until I went on that camping trip, came down with COVID, and then my brother, you know. But, you know, we're back in the saddle. It's just a matter of keeping it up there, and had to recover some flight funds for a little bit. Wasn't sure if I have to hire a probate attorney or not. It looks like I'm not going to. And now we're just trying to build back funds. So maybe we can go to Disney this summer with the family. She was supposed to go before COVID came in. Okay, I'm looking for the airport still. I've overflown it in real life. We're not really there yet though, so. We will fly someday. Just a matter of scheduling. It's kind of like when I'd say to someone, hey, we should go flying, and then they want to go flying, and then I don't get them up there for like half a year, you know? My friend Eric, that I'm flying tomorrow. I know, same name, with a K though. We're going to be flying for like the 3rd time ever. But I'm hoping he gets his private pilot license. So, he's been at it for a while. He hasn't had good luck. So. Alright, let's kick this up a little bit. There's Fitchburg out there, but again, I'm getting around that restricted airspace. So this is where electronic flight bag comes in handy, because you see that magenta line, and that thing on the runway kind of helps me line up with the runway and get around that restricted airspace. So trim it down. Really spoiled on the Vision Jet. And Fitchburg traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, 6 miles southeast of the airport. We're going to be entering a left base from runway 32 Fitchburg. It is out there somewhere. It's actually out here. Yep, there it is. I think that's it right there. Okay, let's get in here. Looks so much easier when you're overflying the thing. Jesus. Alright, let's get down now. 1400 here. Alright. I think my electronic flight bag's a little off with GPS here, but that's okay. That indeed does look like it right there. I know there's a closed runway there too. That was weird. Be giving me a heart attack simulator. Don't be giving me a heart attack. And Fitchburg traffic. Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, left base, runway 32, Fitchburg. Alright, let's kick this thing back. Carb heat on. Back to 1800. And 10 degrees of flaps. Angle down. That is the airport up there. I'm kind of a little distant from it, but that's okay. Yeah, well, that's like me. I had to get up here and do this after letting get my daughter in bed and stuff, tucking her in. Here's the airfield. There's the runway. See if it has an airport diagram. No, it doesn't. But everything's to the right, so probably shouldn't call that base yet, but that's all right. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, left base, runway 32, Fitchburg. So runway 2 and 20 is closed, I believe. I don't think they ever reopened it. Okay, back to 15. So a little sloppy in the traffic pattern entry, but that's okay. Another 20 degrees of flaps, angling down. Gonna go final. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, final, runway 32, Fitchburg. We should eventually slow down. It's about 75. Be about 70, 75. Full flaps, we'll kick it in. We'll do a full stop taxi back, save some time here. Yeah, it's runway 20. It's closed. I don't think they could upkeep it. I think that was the problem. Full flaps. Angle down. So we're going to need that speed. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, final, runway 32, Fitchburg, full stop, and taxi back. Not that they needed to know the taxi back. I keep forgetting how rigid the Warrior feels compared to a Cessna. Throttle's out. Let's get down there. Come on, stop floating. Not bad. Here we go. Yeah, Fitchburg though, they have a Cardinal club over here that I'd love to get involved with, just to go take a Cardinal up sometime. So alright, let's taxi off the runway here. And we're just gonna taxi back. Fuel pump should have been on that whole time, but that's okay. We'll just turn it off. Everything else is good. It's Fitchburg traffic. Where's your Echo Foxtrot clear of runway 32? Fitchburg. Taxi back. Yeah, I hope that Great Barrington Airport or whatever that is, hope that doesn't close. 'Cause that looked like a pretty nice airport. So, again, it's Brunswick, Maine. Yeah, and also Hartford Brainerd. Try to get out there before it closes, because they're trying to close that down too. That was a nice airport. That one's actually like Charles Lindbergh landed there back in the day. It's really nice, and it's right south of Hartford. So you see Hartford, if you're coming in on runway 2, see Hartford in the distance as you land. It's a really nice airport to go to. And I hope they don't close that at all. That's because there's people in houses across the way that keep saying that aircraft don't follow the noise abatement procedures, and they're tired of like hearing aircraft. Don't live near an airport, and that's been there since like the 20s, you know. I think it's Class Delta. Give me a second. It's Kilo Hotel Foxtrot Delta. It is Class Delta. Yeah, it's right south of Bradley. So, all right, let's just do our checklist just really fast. Make sure we got everything good. So I'm gonna put the fuel pump on because I won't forget that. Okay. And strobes and this and that. Let's make sure the trim is set for takeoff. And we're also going to set this to Spencer. I think my sister-in-law might work in Spencer. If I remember right. Oh, clear that. Direct to 60 Mike, I think it is. There you go, Spencer. This is going to need probably a... You have? Yeah, it's pretty nice, that airport there. It's nice to park there on the apron. Just kind of take it all in, too. But all right, flaps are up. Forgot to do that. And other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. Never switch the tanks, by the way, so let's switch to the right. Should be good to go there. All right, and with that, I think we're ready to go to Spencer. So let's do this thing. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 32, departure to the southwest. Fitchburg. Rotate 55, climb at 79. Best glide is 73 if needed. Fuel pump is on. We'll stay at 2,900 for this one as well. Right in the middle. Looking pretty good. Heels on the floor. Full throttle. Here we go. A little bit of right rudder there for the torque factor. And rotate. That's the other thing about the Warrior. It doesn't come off the ground right away either. You gotta just let it climb itself. It's a little bit more firm feeling than Cessna due to the low wing. All right. Everything's a left turn here. Good. All right. On my left. Clear. I'm going to take a 45-degree turn to the left. Here we go. Should be heading 225 by the time this is over. That's why I'm saying the bug that way to remind myself. Clear on the left, let's do the turn. This is a little bumpy here. And that was Fitchburg. Right back there. Got some hills out here too. Over the Mass getting towards New Hampshire, that's when we start seeing the hills. Forward here. Okay, trim down. Let's kick this back to 2400-ish. Oh, man. Yeah. Trim it down. Alright, Spencer might need a short landing technique, and I'm thinking I gotta land at 60 rather than 65. I'm really gonna guide that thing in there. But let's see if I can get to procedures. Let's see what they say online with this stuff. Short field. Alright. I like to review this stuff when we do this. Let's see. Maneuvers. Look at that. Just need short field just to double check what I know. Short field. Let's take off. Landing. There we go. Okay. Hold 63 knots on approach. About 60, 63. Unless there's more wind needed. Okay. We have to extend the downwind. And we're going to clear a 50-foot obstacle on the approach end of the runway. Yep. Alright. So I think we got kind of what we need there. So it is about 60 knots. Got to keep there. Extend the downwind. Control everything with the throttle. Make sure I got a good idea of the winds. But how short is Spencer compared to Block Island? Cause no, it wasn't Block Island, was it? Yeah, it was Block Island. Block Island's 2,500 feet. Yeah, so it's pretty short. Okay. This Block Island was a treat to get in there too. Yep. Yeah, Hartford's a nice airport. I like it. So there's some guys on the Hartford Brainerd website, Facebook, I mean, that just said they took a flight out to Plymouth for some food at Plain Jane's. Alright, fuel pump off. Fuel pump off, thank you. Fuel pressure still good. Should be at Spencer in about 8 minutes, so it's not that long of a flight, but it's really going to be planning everything. Let's get some weather probably out of Worcester. 126.55. And this would be Class Delta, so I would get in contact with them. If I didn't have flight phone.
Information, Whiskey 1800 Zulu. Wind 279er at 4.
279er at 4. It's kind of like what it's going to be tomorrow. So runway 19er.
Temperature -6.
Okay.
2.10. Altimeter 30.28.
Okay. So I'm going to do a straight in for runway 19er. That's what we're going to do. But I'd probably default to whatever Worcester wanted me to do. But 19er, if you look at this, keeps me out of the Class Delta on that approach somewhat. So that's not bad at all. So. Ugh. Forgot to grab a drink before the broadcast. Oh. Maybe I should do a full stop landing and taxi back at Providence tomorrow. I don't know what the landing fee is on that. Have you ever been to Providence yet? I know that like it's exorbitant fees if you actually like park there. But it'd be kind of cool to get in there, but I don't want to be in the middle of mayhem traffic either, which I probably would be at that time. It's on a Wednesday, so. Alright, we're about 9 nautical miles out, so I'm going to start my descent now. 2,100-ish. Should get me to about 500 feet per minute. Let's also go out to the right here a little bit. Pattern altitude is about 2,000 feet, so not that much. It's kind of like on a plateau like Worcester. Spencer traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot. We're 8 miles to the northeast, and we're going to set up a extended final for runway 19er. Spencer. Yeah, I don't know. Full stop taxi back. Yeah, did they charge you with a fee for that? I want to know. Because if they didn't, I don't know. I'm thinking I might try it tomorrow. What the hell? Someday I just wanted to land there because they have a Hooters across the road. No? Yeah, I might actually do that then. I don't know. Sky's the limit tomorrow. It'd be kind of cool to land at that airport because that's just where I used to go for a lot of my family trips when I was a kid. To take the airliners down to Florida and stuff. Spencer should be out there. Excuse me. This way I can get my speed under control here. I was going to go to Bradley one time too to visit the New England Air Museum, maybe. And it was going to be like $50 when all said and done. And then the museum was going to be nice because I was going to take my e-bike over, so I didn't have to pay for a taxi or anything. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll store it behind the counter for you. So I don't know what they would do now, but it's pretty nice that they were offering to do that back then. Okay, going faster. That's 60M is where we're aiming for, so we should be seeing it pretty soon. We're about 6 nautical miles north of it. Spencer traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot 6 miles to the north, setting up an extended final for runway 19er. Spencer. Yeah, that full stop taxi back seems to work at airports like that if they don't mind you. Okay, I gotta get in path here. Check the weather one more time.
Worcester Airport information entry 18000. Wind chill 84 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition ceiling 9,400 feet overcast. Temperature -4. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.22. ILS runway 29 radius.
Should see it right around here.
VFR aircraft.
Do they? Yeah, it really depends on the airport, I think. And yet Providence is just like Manchester, so you think it would be good. I should be seeing it pretty soon. So where is the Spencer Airport? I don't know, it's lost in the hills. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up early here, so carb heat 1800, excuse me. 10 degrees of flaps. We want to be kind of early on all this because we're going to need this for the short field. You see the airfield anywhere? Boy, it's hard to see fields in this. Should be out here. I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it. Okay. 1500, another 10 degrees of flash. I'd rather go slow and try to get in here. I don't see the airfield. Do you see the airfield? I don't see an airfield. It's supposed to be right out here. I'm literally like 3 nautical miles away, and I don't see the airfield. Dispatcher traffic, where's your Echo Foxtrot final for runway 19er, Spencer? Well, I can't see it. Alright, we might have to overfly the airfield on this one. So, anyways, just in case I do see it, there's power lines out here too. I just don't see it. Do you see it? I don't see it. Unless it's over here. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. Boy, it's nice to see this on the simulator. I don't think I'm going here tomorrow. I think it's going to be a little tricky. I'm going to practice this a couple times on the sim first. Alright, full flaps. We're still extended. Spencer traffic. Where's your Echo Foxtrot final for runway 19er? Spencer. This is a really weird airfield. Slow this thing down and we'll ride this in. Trim up. About 60. I'm going to ride this throttle till we get in here. Wind's off my right, so that's why I have the nose pointed that way. Alright. Let's get right down here. Those trees probably would not be there in real life. It's a little bit of a crosswind. It's a little bumpy. We're also going slow. Throttle out. I don't know if we're going to make this one. Yeah. Full brakes. Throttle. Ah, we made it. Alright. Yeah. Would have been a little sweaty on that one in real life, though. What do you mean like that? The safety? Well, they don't want GA aircraft at Class Charlie, and if you get there, you're lucky. But Providence, they have that flight school there, so I don't know if Manchester has a flight school. So, all right, this was I'm gonna leave it running here, but this was quite an interesting airport. Let's take the drone out for a second just to check this place out because I've never been here, and it was on a plateau like Plymouth, Worcester. Okay. Let me see where the aircraft usually park here too as well. But man, that was a hairy airport right there. That was a weird one. Yeah, all the aircraft usually park over here on the grass. That's what it's saying. At least the runway doesn't look like it's in the best shape either. Man, that was interesting. All right, let me get my flaps up. Make sure we're good here. Fuel pumps off. Should have been on. That's all right. Okay, let's take the drone out again. I want to check this airport out. Without that. Okay. This runway looks better in the sim than it does in real life. Let's put it that way. And then they all park on the grass over here. But man, that was interesting. So we're gonna take a turn on the grass here, come right back, loop around, call it, taxi back here, and do a takeoff, and we're gonna go right back to Plymouth, and that's gonna be our flight for tonight. But man, that was That was interesting on this thing. So, right with the grass, we're gonna keep the yoke back. Do a 360 here, keeping that going. Parlin Field is the first one I flew on grass with the airplane for camping. So, all right, we're good here. All right, let's do our checklist for the pre-takeoff here. Flap 0 to 25. I already retracted them. Good. Fuel pump on. Landing lights on. Carb heat off. It is. And transponder heading bug. It's going to be 19, which I think I left it at. Yeah. No, almost. There we go. All right. We are good to go. And I'll show short field takeoff here. I don't need that. It's just a short field landing. I want to check my speed on. All right, with that then, Spencer traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot back taxi for departure on runway 19 or Spencer. I like saying that way because that way they know which direction I'm heading to depart from the runway at the same time as back taxi. All right. Well, this is an interesting airport. Can't say I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. And it's like right off a little road in Spencer, Massachusetts. So, first time I've ever landed here in the sim as well, though. So, we're going to use all the runway we can right here. Turn this puppy around. Okay, now let's do a short field. We are going to give me 10 degrees of flaps. Okay, we're going to rev up the engine until it's about 2300. We're going to release, rotate at 55, and we're going to climb at 63. And then when we clear all the obstacles, we'll raise the flaps and climb at 79. So 63, rotate at 55. With that, let's do a short field takeoff. Here we go. Full throttle. And release. Looking good on the RPMs. Slightly back on the yoke as well. Looking good. Man, that is a tight fit for a takeoff and a landing, though. Let me tell you that. All right, I'm feeling good. Retract the flaps and gonna gain to 79. All right, we're gonna go back to Plymouth, so let's do that now. I should have done that on the ground. On the left, let's take a turn. Yeah, well, you know. Sometimes it depends on who you are, you know? If that makes sense. They're having a problem getting DPEs now because they got rid of most of them because of what they called violations. So I don't know what's going on with that. Like my DPE is no longer a DPE. He was out of Maine. And I thought he was really good and thorough, to be honest with you, but I'm not the one who judges that, I guess. Alright, we'll stay 2,900 for this as well. We're flying right over Worcester, which would be kind of cool. And we'd already be in contact with Class Delta. We'd be right on them. Right now, they'd probably be knowing that we were there anyways. But Worcester, Massachusetts, in the distance over here is Worcester Airport. So this is a dangerous airport to be in, too, because... yeah. Because you got the, if they're using this runway, which they're usually not, usually it's coming in this way or that way. I've never used that runway. But even departures, you got to be careful, you know? Yeah, I won't be going to Spencer tomorrow. It was good on the sim, but I'm not going to be doing that tomorrow. So. I'm already at 3,000 because I wasn't paying attention. So let's angle down here. Ugh. mean, I'd flip right over to Worcester. And actually, you know what? You'd probably call them from the ground anyways. Say you're at Spencer. If I'm right, I might be right on that. Okay, so I'm gonna stay out of that Worcester airspace. This is a nice airport to land at, but it's like on a plateau and everything. That was my cross country. One of them. That and Groton. No, it wasn't Worcester. Was it Worcester? What do you think about that? Yeah, it was Worcester. It was Worcester and Groton. My first solo was to Worcester and back also, so. God, it's been so long, I don't remember what my solo was. This Worcester, in all its glory. This is flightsim.to scenery as well. It kind of looks like that in real life too, as well. Alright, I'm gonna check the fuel tank and make sure we're still good here. Right tank is looking better than the left, so we're gonna keep on the right.
barrel
Whoa.
rolls and loop the
Whoa.
loops. Yeah, all that kind
Thank
of
you
stuff.
to
Gotta do that kind of
Mr.
flying here.
Babios. Babios, for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it. We're finishing our flight for tonight. We're just heading back from probably one of the smallest runways I've ever landed at, in the sim at least. And we're heading back to my real world home base of Plymouth. If I can ever get my altitude correct, that would be nice. However, 3,500 would be allowed, so I am going east. Alright. Come on, let's get this thing under control. Yeah, let's go. Not doing a good job on trimming tonight. Way easier in real life, to be honest with you. Alright. And again, we'll just be wary of staying out of the Bravo. Head a little further south than Mansfield. Should be at Plymouth in about 24 minutes. That's not too shabby. Usually it takes about 40 minutes or so. I guess the winds are working for us. What are the winds? 17. Yeah, and they're kind of pushing us. Nice. Again, Worcester, Massachusetts, the third biggest city, I think, in Mass. And they have the Woo Sox, which is the minor league team of the Red Sox. Used to be in my home state of Rhode Island, but they moved to Worcester. And I went there for one game this past summer. It was pretty nice. The prices went way up, as expected, with the new stadium and everything. Pawtucket, Rhode Island, used to have the Paw Sox, which was the same team, until they moved to Worcester. And that was a lot cheaper back in the day, even recently, than the Woo Sox. But it's a nice stadium, but you're paying for it, you know. And they're actually going to tear down McCoy Stadium, which was the old stadium in Pawtucket. I think that's the plan, because they really can't find anyone to go in there. So, yeah, it's going to be replaced by slated to be torn down to make way for a new public high school. There you go. So they're going to borrow money to make a new high school there, which is interesting. Does that mean that they're going to consolidate the two high schools? Yep. Well, there you go. That's what they're going to do. I actually worked at Tolman when I was student teaching just a little bit. It was a nice high school. It's very historic, very old, 1940s, 50s-ish. But they're going to build a new school and put it there. So there you go. They're trying to approve the bond. I don't know if it got approved or not, but they're going to get a minor league soccer team now in Pawtucket as well. So I don't know how that's going to go. I might go to a game or two just to check it out. But leaving the Worcester area to the east. Okay, Worcester's a nice airport because it's on a plateau. So sometimes if the weather is good enough for out here, it might not be good enough for over here. Because that airport's at like 2,000 feet MSL. It overlooks the city. Fuel pump off. Good. Trim down. Got some moderate turbulence here. We are on VATSIM as well as the Microsoft Flight Sim with you, sir. If you want to join us, that's up to you. You can take off at a Hopedale 1 Bravo 6. But only got about 20 minutes of flying left to get to Plymouth, so it's nice just to get up here and fly on the simulator, to be honest with you. So, you know, it's 12:30 in the morning. My flying is until 12 noon, so I'll probably sleep until about 9ish. Get up, check the weather, do all that stuff. It's going well. How are you? Doing all right. Just practicing on the Warrior for tomorrow's real-world flight in the Warrior. So we've done pretty well. Spencer was a little hairy, but we got it. But we're doing okay. On our way back to Plymouth. Now, I still don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow for flying, but I don't know. What time is Minuteman open to, the restaurant there? Tomorrow's a what? I'm lost. I'm on vacation right now. Wednesday. Well, today I should say. Minuteman Airfield. See what time the restaurant's open, if it is at all. It might be closed. I know it's for sale, but they're waiting for someone who will actually keep it as an airport. So, and from what I've heard, it's pretty nice. See what the fees are. Parking is $15. First day free due to maintenance or weather. So it's 15, but you gotta understand this is privately owned, and that's how they make their money. And they're a pretty nice family that owns it. So it'll be $15. And I know about the nose abatement things. Oh, excuse me. They have very good fuel prices there as well. So sometimes I think they will nope, getting a raid. Getting a raid from STW222. Thank you, sir. Fuck you. It's a raid. It's a raid. It's a lot of raids. Welcome, everybody. We're just flying back. General Aviation practicing for a flight tomorrow on the Warrior. Real life. And I'm flying back to Plymouth, Massachusetts. So thank you to Heat Drippy for following me on Twitch. Welcome aboard as we make our final destination of the night, which is Kilo Papa Yankee Mike, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Thank you to Chef Gorilla for following me on Twitch as well. Appreciate it. And we're going to go a little bit south of the Gillette Stadium area here, which is coming up. This is 495 on our left. So it's good to stay on the right of 495. Stay out of Class Bravo. So, and Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thank you for joining. I got a lot of things going on my ear things. I don't know if you're hearing that, but yeah, I am. Just getting ready for tomorrow's flight in the Warrior. Thank you to whoever that was I just missed. Oh, no, I got Chef Gorilla. Well, hopefully I didn't miss anyone in the following then, but I'm just flying back to Plymouth after doing a couple of procedures in the Warrior. Can never control this trim tonight either. That's right, we'll get there eventually. We're going to stay south of 495 here to stay out of the Bravo airspace from Boston and not have to worry about anything. We're going to actually just follow this highway back to Plymouth, so it's not a bad visual to have. And that's what we're flying. Piper Warrior. I'll be flying one of these tomorrow, hopefully. Looks like the weather's going to be holding out. Taking a friend of mine who's still going for his private pilot license. And he's doing it in the Warrior, so it'll be something he's familiar with. And I have no clue where I'm going tomorrow yet, but we'll figure out something. I'm probably going to stay in the area. And we landed at Fitchburg tonight, and then we went out to Spencer, which was really hairy because it's 1,900 feet long on the runway. And it's on a plateau. I couldn't see it for the longest time, but we made it happen. So here we go. Some smokestacks over there. I don't remember the smokestacks being there in real life. I guess they are. Gillette Stadium should be up this way. That's where the New England Patriots play, or somewhere. Maybe it's out here more. Oh, it's off one of these roads. Little bumpy, as you can tell. But not real well timed. I kind of set it for what it would be tomorrow. I have the airplane from 12 noon to 6 p.m., but I'm going to have to get there earlier than 6 because I'm not allowed to land with passengers at night. That has been more than 90 days. So 5:30, I think, is the beginning of the nighttime landing tomorrow. Last time I checked. So I'll probably be back at the airport by 5. So it'll still be a little bit dark, which would be cool. But we'll see. See what we do. What did I fly last time I flew? I'm trying to think. I took the 172M actually. So the Warrior, it's been a while, but we'll be fine. Again, the reason why we're practicing tonight, just to get everything down, practice with the checklist and everything. It helps out. Coming up on Mansfield Municipal pretty soon. Should be right ahead of us, actually. So I don't know if we can see it yet, but that's usually where I like to see to gauge my return to Plymouth. Out there's Providence, Rhode Island, by the way. You can see that from here. Why, that's really clear. Awesome. We're right on the tip of Rhode Island here, on the border. Pretty cool. Downtown. Trimming down again. These winds have been bumping me up and down, so. Sky Vector currently says Plymouth is 0 knots of wind, 10 square miles of visibility, and clear, just like we left. So let me reload this just to make sure that's still the same. Yeah, 10 square miles of visibility, clear. Tomorrow's supposed to be winds from the west at about 4 knots. So, yeah, all right, let's check our fuel. And yeah, we're gonna switch to left tank. So here we go, left tank. That's always hairy when you first start doing that, I'll tell you that. Is it going to conk out? Alright. So Jet Pilot Cinnamon, if I do go out to New York, I might bring the Warrior this time, or I might bring the Archer. So, or if I get my complex rating, the Arrow, maybe we'll take the Arrow. I don't know, but I might head out to New York this summer. Do that. Do some stuff with you. I don't know. We'll have to see what my flight funds look like. I was going to say, I think you're a Piper guy from the past, yeah. Flies a lot more rigid than the 172s because of the low wing. Mansfield. No, there. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So yeah, as long as I'm south of that, I'm feeling pretty good about staying out of the Bravo. Have you ever taken the Archer up at all? So I kind of like the Archer. It's like a faster version of the Warrior. Last time I flew that, I went to Block Island with my friend over the summer. Right at the end of summer. That was a good flight. I was asking Mike, have you done the Archer? Dick, question applies to you too. I'm going to be going over Tweeter Center, which again is that performance venue over here. Mansfield over there, where we flew over for a checkpoint of sorts, if you will, on the way back to Plymouth. But you could literally flow this highway, Fall 24. Saratoga was only one time. Yeah, I like the Archer. I think, you know, I wouldn't mind owning a Piper or a Cessna, to be honest with you. They both have their pros and cons. You know, obviously with the Cessna, you get better visibility going down here, you know. But the Piper is a lot more firm. It doesn't bounce as much as the Cessna. It's not showing up on the sim tonight, but you know what I'm saying. It gives you, it feels a little bit more heavy and more secure on turns and stuff like that. And just handling in general. Yeah, Malibu. When are you gonna hit the millions? The mega millions. I have a planned fund, but it's just kind of sitting there right now. Part of it's in Bitcoin, which has done terrible, and the other part's like in an account earning interest. So if my health doesn't fail me, maybe I'll have a plane before the time I'm dead. Before I'm dead. Who knows? Prices are insane for planes right now. I mean, you can still find a good one here and there, but Mansfield Municipal, right there. Nick, do go here for a lunch or breakfast, but check the hours because sometimes they're closed. It's a nice place to go. Last rural flight I took, I landed there, we had lunch, and then we went up to Laconia. They cleared me through the Bravo, so that was nice of them. Less time. And we'll get a good check at Tweeter Center here. Made concert venue around here. It's my RPMs here. It feels like I'm doing 124. Nope. Just that little tailwind I'm getting there. So that's the parking lot for it. I'm trying to look for that dome shape. It would be the actual venue. Oh, it's right there. No wonder why I couldn't see it. It's on the other side. So this is the lawn seats. Then you have more seating there. And then this would be actually open. And the concert stage is right there. But let's look at all that parking. Yep. One time my wife, when we were just dating, got lost here in the parking lot, gave me a call. Felt so bad because I didn't pick up the phone. Bad. Mansfield Municipal. I hate landing here. I always have rough landings here a lot of the time. But it is a nice airport for lunch. And there's Assawamsett Pond out in the distance. And then Plymouth's going to be somewhere on here. So just following this highway back. If you haven't visited Mansfield, it's kind of, I mean, it's an easy runway with the length. It's just that there's trees all around it, and it's not, I don't know why, but my perception on landing there gets a little awkward. So I always have either a hard landing. I've had good landings there too. The last time when we went to Laconia, we landed here, and I made it a little too shallow on 3-2 there. We still landed, but it was a little rough. Alright, let's start a little bit more on course now. I'm definitely going to miss the Bravo, which is out that way. That's Boston out there. Yeah, I remember when I first started. They're crap too. I am flying late. Yeah, I'm getting ready for flying tomorrow for real. I don't have to play until 12 p.m. noon. So I'll probably sleep until 9. Get up, check the weather. Get going and out the door by 11. So Fitchburg is a definite maybe for flying, because I haven't landed there yet from Massachusetts. But I'm not gonna do Spencer. I just wanted to try that out and stream tonight. That's a weird airport. It looks easy. You got to know it's only 1,900 feet long, and then it's on a plateau. So you know. And Providence, Rhode Island is, ow, I'm blinded by the sun. over here is where I'm broadcasting from, real life. And then we have Fall River over here. And we just left the Mansfield area. Following 495 back to Plymouth. That's Taunton, Massachusetts right there. Oh. That's FlightSim.to scenery as well. I told them to make a couple of these. The only problem is they don't mesh in well with the trees. But it has like the real building and stuff. Like you can see downtown, courthouse and stuff in the middle of it. And that pond is where I find my house from. I'm like over here in Dayton, Massachusetts. And Taunton Airport's down here somewhere. These winds are pushing me around tonight. No, I get that. Yep. There's not really a restriction with our rental thing. But, you know, you want to be smart about it. So you can't do Block Island then. I guess you'll just have to come to me with me to Block Island because that's 2,500 feet. That's a nice airport to land at. You do have to be careful about the runway there with the distance. But I've landed there twice and it's been fine. Well, you should come with me to Block Island then. Taxi is about 18 bucks or so to get down from the airport to the beach area. There's some wonderful scenery there, especially for single men. I saw that, Jay Schmitty. Yeah. You know, I mean, I don't know how your work feels about sick days, but, you know, with my job, I don't really do that, but we have personal days. I don't know. I would try to do it if I could, but again, I'd probably find a way. I don't know how strict your job is and stuff. I know we kind of sprung it up on you last minute, but it sounds like an awesome trip, especially if you're into skiing. I've never skied in my life, but Colorado seems to be the place to go. You do have the time? Well, if you have the time and you're allowed to, why not just go do it? You know the answer. Well, are you okay with taking vacation time? Black Diamond, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? God, I got all these people coming off of me like late night here. Thank you so much. I didn't really expect a lot of people. I was just going to practice for my flight tomorrow. Procedures and stuff. But we're going to have to get some Plymouth weather here soon. So 135.625. Could probably pick it up from here. So let's see. Because I'm like right near Taunton. Yep.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1900 Zulu. Wind calm.
Yeah, we gotta take runway 6 then.
Sky condition, few clouds at 9,500 feet, ceiling 13,300 feet broken.
It's right there. That's Plymouth.
-60, dew point 10C, altimeter 3030.
Very clear up here tonight. Real world weather, not real world time. I set it to like a time I'm gonna be departing. It's about 12:40ish Eastern Standard Time, or is it Daylight Time? It might be Eastern Daylight Time. I can't remember anymore. Nice. I've been flying the Vision Jet a lot too. The Honda Jet, I'm probably gonna get and try it out. But the Vision Jet, I've been flying a lot of, and I'm gonna start streaming some of that too. In fact, I got spoiled because I was so used to going fast compared to these flights. Yeah, that's awesome. Love the Vision Jet. It's like a Cirrus with a jet strapped on it. And it's kind of like in between for me. It's not an airliner, but yet it's a jet. But it's built like a GA aircraft in a way, too. I actually have a checklist for that Black Diamond. I made one from the flight manual, POH-ish thing, if you will. So let me know. Drop me a whisper if you want a copy of it, because it's pretty good to have. It's not the checklist that they have in the plane. That's not really it doesn't flow well for me, so I just kind of made my own from the POH. So let me know. Whisper and Twitch on me, an email or something you want me to send it to, and I'll send you a copy. It's a PDF file. All right, Plymouth's there. We're going to go runway 6. And we are about 9 nautical miles to the west, so we're going to call it. Plymouth traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot, 9 miles to the west. We're going to set up a extended final for runway 6, Plymouth. Have to start our descent soon. You know, let's just start it now. 1,150 feet, spout pattern altitude. This will be the final landing of the night. Oh, no. You know what I'm talking about, right? Just send me like a private message on Twitch. It's called a Whisper, I think. Isn't it a Whisper? Could be wrong on that. No, it says Whisper. Yeah, send me a Whisper on Twitch. Send it to your email. I think I didn't misspell anything on it, too. That was the awesome thing. Because I usually always misspell things on that. Runway 6 is right out there, so that's why I'm going to go direct in and set this thing up. I like landing on runway 6 and 2-4. 3-3 is just okay, but there's wildlife there, so at night you got to be careful. And 1-5 has a little hump to it. Where 2-4-6 intersects with it, it like has little humps. You want to land over that. You have to land a little bit more further down on runway 15. If you want to see runway 15 landing, by the way, Jeff Pilot 7 can tell you this. I uploaded the Skyline video finally, and I landed there. With storms all around me, so check that out on the Eric Flight YouTube. And I have it in chapters, so you don't have to watch the whole hour. You can skip the parts you want. So there should be a whisper button at the top if you're really not joking with me. All right, very clear and nice out here tonight, even though I'm flying real world daytime, real world weather, but I'm doing daytime tomorrow's flight. So. DG's fine, everything's good. Runway 6 is out there. And I'm not hearing anyone on the radio, or else I do the 45. So if I hear a lot of people on the radio, I go up here and do the 45 in. But seeing that I'm not, we're going to make this a little quicker tonight and do an extended final. This is the ILS runway. Is it ILS here? I can't remember. Give me a second. Yep. Yes, the ILS for runway 6. Everything else is RNAV, I believe, at Plymouth. Alright. And you can see that we're just about there. Keep this coming down here. Okay, extended final, only about 4 nautical miles out. So, Plymouth traffic, where is your Echo Foxtrot? 4 miles, extended final, runway 6, Plymouth. Okay, let's set this up. First off, carb heat on, fuel pump on might help too. Thank you. Back to 1800. Okay, we're in the white arc. We'll give first thing of flaps, angle down. We're a little high, but we'll get there. Be all right. Okay, 1500. Seeing that we're high. And the second thing of flaps. Trim up a little bit. Digi Driver, by the way, is working on scenery for Plymouth, so I thank him. Because this is going to look like the real airport even more when he's done. So I've been sending him pictures. I'd love to, but that's going to cost me a lot on rental fees. But if I ever do, I'll let you know, definitely. I rebuilt the funds back up. I'm about $1,300 because I had to pay about $1,700 to ship my brother's stuff back from Texas. And that had to come out of my flight funds. But slowly building back the funds. And Christmas time's always tough with money too, but we're getting there, you know. So I'm gonna fly tomorrow, looks like, and then I'm gonna try to fly on Monday if I can too, and then I'm gonna take it easy for a little bit, see how we're doing with my flight instructor. We got full flaps, right? Yeah. Okay. Throttle locks. We're a little fast. See about the instrument lessons after that. I'm not in a rush because I'm not in a career mode here, but it'd be nice to get back on those. I have to fly a couple more IFR flights on this too. Not bad. All right. Flaps up. But yeah, you, Rob Valkyrie, if I ever get out to Ohio, I would love to do that. It's just when you do the cost figuring it costs like $1,200 round trip. So it's better just to take a jet. That's the problem. I mean, you're not paying for maintenance or anything because you're renting and it's wet, and they'll pay you back for fuel. But you always go with the higher number. Plymouth traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 6, Plymouth. All right, let's go to the checklist. Fuel pump's going to go off, I know that. But hey, I turned it on this time. That's pretty good. I always forget that. All right, flaps up, carb heat off. Fuel pump is off, strobes are off. They actually stay on with the anti-collision lights. So the landing light can go off at this time. We don't really need it. Taxi light, there is none. Got the nav lights on still. Trim set for takeoff. Here we go. And the flight school is this H building. Oh, hello. It's H building right here, and the Pipers are usually parked over here, and the Cessnas are usually over here. So we're going to park over there, kind of where that van is. So here we go. I feel pretty good about flying tomorrow on the Warrior. It's just that fuel pump. Pretend that van's not there. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Right about here, there's no traffic lights here on the apron. It's just a line. So I'm going to go with that line being the apron line. Okay. Anyways, let's get to the securing. ELT, verify silence. Been on guard the whole time. Avionics going off. Alright, mixture full lean. That's after I turn off all the lights, like the nav lights. Good, we'll leave the anti-collision lights on. Full lean on the mixture. In about an hour and a half. That's about what I wanted. Okay. Mags off. Master off. Then lights off. And we should be good. But thank you, Jay Schmitty. I'm going to take it one step at a time. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to plan a destination. But Fitchburg's in the back of my mind right now, what we did tonight. And it was interesting because early in the flight, I didn't know the circuit breaker was out for the alternator field. So I wasn't charging anything, and I should have looked at it then, but I wasn't thinking. But then halfway through, my radio died, and I was like, what's going on? And we figured it out. So I feel pretty good. All right, parking brake on. And we will be... Oops, was that the wrong button? No, that wasn't the wrong button. What's going on? Ah! It's doing that thing again with the drone cam. Did I miss something here? It's gonna have a nice panoramic shot of the airport. External. Reset position. Showcase. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Reset. Free camera. Fixed camera. Camera drone. What just happened? Whoa. I don't know what just happened, but I just put drone. Oh. I left it in Spencer. That's what happened. I get it now. That was in Spencer, Mass, where we landed. Now it's got to load all the scenery from Plymouth. See this red building? That's my flight school. And we're going to leave you once everything loads here. From Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I'll be departing here probably around 1 o'clock at latest for a real-world Eric flight adventure. So, from Plymouth, Massachusetts, Eric Flight. We're gonna go rate someone, by the way, so stay tuned. But I appreciate y'all coming out, especially like this late at night on the East Coast. We had like 9 people watching at one time. I was expecting like nobody. So, anyways, thanks to Black Diamond. Thank you to, let's see who I got here. Thank you to Chef Gorilla for following me on Twitch. Thank you to Heat Drippy for following me on Twitch. Thank you to STW222 for rating me about a half hour ago. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you to Mr. Bobios for following me. Thank you to Mr. T Young 17 for following me when I wasn't streaming. Thank you to Dave Flats for giving me a shout out yesterday. That was very nice of him as well. Thank you to Jeff Pilot Cinnamon. I think I said this before, but I want to cover myself. Thank you for resubscribing to me on Twitch. I did so as well as my Amazon Prime sub on your channel. So, yeah, with that, I'll see you. I'm going to get some sleep before flying tomorrow. And we'll rate some at the same time. So as soon as I find this end stream button, I will see you in a future Eric Flight. I'm going to try recording tomorrow, too. So we'll see. Try to make it to a video. So have a great night, everybody. Stay tuned for streaming.